Hello, darlings. It's so nice to see you all again. I know it's been a while. Well, actually, it's been a couple of weeks, actually. And I want to apologise to my viewers for taking time out for those couple of weeks, which was just to focus on my well-being. Because as you all know, I have post-traumatic stress disorder, which is Ptsd for short. And I hate having PTSD. I really do. Because with PTSD, you're always living in the past, and those horrific nightmares just won't stop. And that's why I'm always feeling overwhelmed. Now, the thing is, I knew what was on the horizon. You see, because I had to advertise my email address on my channel, because I needed to contact the winner of my giveaway so I could send him the prizes that he has won. But by doing that, by doing that, I was also placing myself in danger, which I knew that too. Because I knew before I had advertised my email address on my YouTube channel that my ex-husband and his girlfriend would contact me via emails, which they both did, where they harassed and threatened me via emails. And like I said, I knew that was going to happen before it even happened. I could see it on the horizon. And the reason why they did this was because all I was doing was using my experiences and my truth to help other people who have domestic violence or experience domestic violence, domestic violence victims and survivors, or people who may experience domestic violence sometime in their future. And I was already experiencing anxiety, as well as having trouble sleeping because of the PTSD, and having fatigue too, because the depression drains your energy. So I was already feeling overwhelmingly exhausted. Plus, the heat stroke from the heat wave, well, that didn't help either. And so, for me, for just trying to bring awareness to domestic violence and to use my experiences with domestic violence to help others, that is the reason why my ex-husband and his girlfriend have contacted me by email, blah, 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 blah. Oh my God, so funny. Hello, Bobby, come here to Mommy. Here comes Kelly. Come on, Bobby. No, you're going to stay over there. Okay, when you're ready, come over here. Mommy gonna make you a YouTube star, huh? Yes. My baby girl. So anyway, she sent me an email. Here she comes. Come on, Bobby. Good girl. Come to mommy. Come to mommy. I'll see if I can get her. I'll see if I can get her. Come on, Bobby. Oh, you're a big birdie, aren't you? You're a big birdie. There you go. Say hello. Say hello, everyone. Oh my gosh, she's so heavy and fat now. And look, she's been in the dirt again. Say hello, puppy. Oh my God, look how big she is. She's as big as a human now. Can you hear her purring? Yeah. Good girl. You give all of our viewers a big kissy. There you go. Oh, good girl. Now you stay down there. Good girl. Yes, Mummy's here. Oh my God, now I've got her fur over my arms and my face again. Oh my God. Yeah, it feels itchy. What did I put my notes? Yes, you're a good girl. You're a good girl. Yes, you are. I have the family violence to thank for giving me calories. She's a little tiny, weeny little baby. 6 weeks old she was. And now she's so big and fast, she's so heavy to pick up. I could only hold her for 5 minutes before I have to put her down. She's so fat and heavy. Aren't you, Bobby? Yes, you are. She's still a little baby in my eyes. So anyway, let's go back to where we were, shall we? So she says this. This is what she says. Hello, darling. I'm a very, very close friend with someone who you are accusing of domestic violence, which is not true. And we have been in a relationship for years now. Darling. And not once has done a single thing that you are mentioning on your YouTube channel. You're not allowed to read private emails on any platform. It's against the law. Be happy. Stop believing in your own bullshit. It's been a long time, darling. Go enjoy your van life, adventure life. There you are. Now she's moved over to the side. Well, just because she hasn't experienced anything yet, does not mean to say that that did not happen to me, or to my son, or to his first family. And it also does not mean that that won't happen to her in her future either. She's failing to see my truth. Now, here's the thing. I will not, and I've said this before, and I'll say it again, I will not stop helping other domestic violence victims and survivors, or people who may experience domestic violence sometime in their future, as well as bring awareness to domestic violence, because this is such an important subject. You see, domestic violence outdoes car accidents, suicides, and drug overdoses. Domestic violence is the leading cause of death in today's society. with one woman dying every week from domestic violence. And a lot of the time, it's a lot more. I can't believe it's still happening. Can you? Anyway, the thing is, I'm not lying. I do not need to lie to speak my truth, which is not bullshit. I know, and my ex, he knows very well too, that he's talking bullshit. And she does not realize that he's lying to her and he's laughing at her behind her back for believing in his lies because she is naive. I mean, it's not just me. It's also my son and my ex-husband's first family. That's a total of 5 people, including myself. Then, why does my son and my ex-husband's other 2 children, which is my son's half-brothers, why do they all hate him? And I know they won't forgive him either. I think that says it all, doesn't it? Now, the thing is, she can't say that my ex-husband, who is now her new boyfriend, she can't say that he's lying to her and laughing at her for believing in his lies because she's naive, like I just said. Or in other words, she's blind. I used to be like that too. When we first got married, I used to be naive and I used to believe in his lies too. However, I'm not naive anymore. And I know that my ex-husband is freaking out about her discovering his truth, meaning he's freaking out about her finding out about the abuse that he really has done. And you know what? I don't care. So I have asked her, don't just take my word for it. Go ask the neighbours. Ask Penny. Why did my son move out of our flat into her flat? Ask Zach. Ask my ex-best friend's mum, Jenny's mum, Pam. Ask her. Like I said, don't just take my word for it. Ask other people who live on the block. And so, because I said that, and because my ex-husband doesn't like that, which I can understand because he's freaking out about her realizing the truth, which is me speaking my truth and his lying. So he sends me a message saying this. Understand this. You have read out on your platform a private email. Lawyer has very important papers ready. Bye-bye. Liar, big mistake. Check the rules. It's a private email. Idiot again. I have not seen the video. I blocked. But I have Molly seen just now. You have 24 hours to take the video down, or your channel will be deleted. You will lose all of them hours of fake work that you put out. Well, the thing is, the reason why I am showing you this and reading this out to you is because this is harassment and threatening. It is coercive behavior, and it is also domestic violence. So the reason I'm doing this is to show you what domestic violence looks like, in case this were to happen to you or someone you may know. Okay. So let's have I think I've skipped a page. No, I haven't. No, that's right. Okay, so I know this is bullshit because Marley doesn't work there anymore. You see, she left in 2016 before I left him. She was, at that point of time, she was a junior lawyer working for a government agency, where if you don't have enough money to pay for a lawyer, you go to them and you use your pension card. And that's how lawyers, that's where, if you've just come out of university and you've completed your bachelor course to become a lawyer, this is where you start off and you move ahead and you build ahead. And that's what she did. So, because we went to the magistrate court in Melbourne to get the intervention order removed. And that's the only way you could do that. And before I left him, she got a promotion to another company. And he cannot remember that because he cannot remember his own lies. And yet, he's the one who always says, oh, good lies have to have good memories. And that's why he keeps saying that. Typical. So, I cut him out with film because I know what is lie and what's not a lie. I know what's true, I know what's not true. So I sent him back a message correcting him. And then he sends me a message back saying, well, what's it to you? And I said, look, you can't even remember your own lies. Molly went to work somewhere else before I left, remember? So you're the idiot. So when I cussed him out, he changed his whole attitude. So he goes, what's it to you? And then he says, I'm not doing anything. I'm just saying, get me out of your post. 10 years, come on. I was the one who asked you to be friends. Someone got into your head. You made a big mistake. I even said call him for a coffee. And then you shook my hand. Do what you want to do with your life. I wish you all the best. Remember, I never hurt you in any way, shape, or form. Pinocchio! Pinocchio! Oh my God. I am happy, very much so. It's been 10 years ago. I said 10 years ago, I'll be dead. In 3 years, without you, I'm still here. Life is great. Okay, now let's have a look at all the lies, shall we? I catch her saying, Molly's not there anymore. She left. And I think I left him in September 2016, and she left a couple of months prior to that. There's one line. He says she's never hurt me in any way, shape or form. Oh my God. He was the one who raped me in front of his friend Lenny Smith. He was the one who bashed me and kneed me till I was black, blue and purple. He was the one who pushed the wall unit on top of me, screaming, "Die, bitch, die," before walking out of the lounge room, leaving me sitting on the floor with this big heavy wall unit on top of me. I mean, come on. No one else did this to me, only he did, and he knows very well. And the only person who got into my head was him. And he just doesn't like me speaking my truth now. Well, all I can say to him is that, well, you should have thought about that beforehand, shouldn't you? Because I remember not long after we first got together, and I said to him, look, if you wrong me, I will get revenge. And he must have thought that was funny. But who's laughing now? Come on. And the only reason why I'm doing this is to help other people who are experiencing domestic violence, because this is how we help each other, we support each other, and we learn from each other. Hello, goes your neighbor. Hello. Hello. Anyway, so let's have a look at the other lies. Okay, Daniel shook his hand, but that was only to say like, bye, I'm off now. But Daniel hates him, and Daniel has never been there to visit him. Now, he says, I can't watch the video because I blocked, meaning I can't watch the video on your channel because I blocked myself from your channel. Oh my God, can you believe that? Because the wind's blowing my hair into my face. Because it's my channel, I'm the only person who can block anyone on my channel. No viewer can go into my channel and block themselves. It's impossible. Pinocchio. So, I had to block him from my channel because he wouldn't stop sending me nasty messages. He would not stop harassing me on my YouTube channel. So I don't know how he found my channel. I had my channel for quite a while before one day he found it, and then just once he found it, that was it. He didn't stop sending me this and that and going blah, blah, blah. So I simply blocked him. Simple as that. And even though his girlfriend hasn't commented on my channel yet, that doesn't matter because I can still block her, and I know how to do that. I just have to find her URL, which I will eventually, and I can block her from there too. So, he goes on and he says, you have 24 hours to delete the video or you're going to lose your channel. Oh, whoopie-doo. It's been over 3 weeks and my video is still there. Besides, I can do a number of things. I can change my video to private, so only certain people can watch it, but it's still there on my channel. I can do that if I want to. And in fact, I can have as many YouTube channels as I want. You don't have to have one, you can have 10, you can have 20, you can have 2. I was thinking about having 2 separate YouTube channels, one for my van life and one for domestic violence. So I'm still thinking about that. And if I ever did lose my channel, I'll just simply start up another one. Simple as that. There's no way. And not only that, when I made a video called "This is why you must always trust your intuition," where I read out messages that my ex-best girlfriend, who became my sister-in-law, her name is Jenny. Now, that was last year sometime, I think. Last year sometime. And not once did I receive any messages from my ex-husband or his girlfriend mentioning anything about reading out emails or messages then. However, I noticed it's a different story when he's the subject. You see what I mean? And that is so typical. Okay. And another thing is, on that video titled, "This is why you must listen to your intuition," Jenny's mom, Pam, sent me a message apologizing, saying, "Hey Karen, I'm so sorry you had to go through all that." And what I'm saying is that if I'm lying, then why did she apologize to me? You see what I mean? I mean, like I said, I don't have to lie to speak my truth. I'm only doing this to help other people who experience domestic violence or who may experience domestic violence sometime in their future. I have told them so many times that this has got nothing to do with you. I am just using my experiences to help other people. However, the reason why they don't like it is because I'm annoying them. It's as simple as that. But like I said before, well, he should have thought about that beforehand, shouldn't he? He should have thought about that before everything that he has done. And besides, like I said, it's not just me. It started off with his first family, his first partner, and their two boys. And then it moved on to us. And we became his second family. And it was then history repeating itself all over again. And when we first got married, I used to believe in his lies too, because I did not know him. And the only thing that my ex-husband has got going for him is that he's a good talker and a good actor. Like he said, he can lie his way out of murder. And he can play the different roles in front of different people and wear many different hats in front of many people. That's the only thing he's got going for him, is because he's a good talker. And they're the ones you have to watch. Trust me, I know. And I know a lot of other people out there know that too. And I mean, if I didn't experience any domestic violence with him, then why am I divorced? Why did I divorce him? I mean, I have not heard of anyone separating because they were in a happy and safe relationship. That doesn't make sense, does it? And the only reason why people separate is because something happened, meaning something bad happened. And they didn't feel safe. Because if you don't feel safe in your relationship, you're not going to stay in your relationship, are you? Because if you're not safe in your relationship, there's no way you can be happy. Because you have to feel safe first in order to be content. It's as simple as that. I mean, if it never happened, I would still be with him right now. But I had to leave whether I wanted to or not, because he forced me to leave for my safety reasons, just like with what happened with his first family. And like I said, it's not just me, it's 4 other people, meaning 5 people in total. Then why doesn't she speak to my son? Why doesn't she speak to his first partner, Marty, and their boys, Andrew and Brad? Why doesn't she contact them? Unbelievable. Now, another thing is that Mark's husband, girlfriend, she does not realize that he's using her as a flying monkey to contact me, and telling me to stop talking about domestic violence, to stop bringing awareness to domestic violence, and to stop helping other domestic violence victims and survivors and just go on about my vain life. Come on, I'm not going to be dictated by my abusive ex-husband or his new girlfriend or anyone else for that matter. And like I said, she's naive. Because she's naive, she doesn't realize it. And I mean, look, my marriage was divorced because it was based on all lies. Because he said to me, like I've said in another video before, the reason why we got married was because he said to me that the reason why him and his first partner left him was because he caught her in bed with one of his smokes when he came home early from work one day after he had been fired from work because he got fired from work because he was coming up to long service leave. And he went to work every single day for 10 years in a freezing cold factory and all this bullshit, which I did not realize at the time that it was bullshit. And then, but he only tells you what he wants you to know. And he did not mention anything about him being a drug addict or about him being a gambler or about him, how he can't go without having a bung every day. He did not mention about how his first family left him because of, for safety reasons, just like I found out what happened with us later on. Hello, darling. Come here to mommy. Here she comes. Let's give her a touch, shall we? Come on. Come on, Bobby. Good girl. There you go. Say hello to everyone. Give everyone a kissy. Good girl, aren't you? Yes, you are. So, and I believed in his life, didn't we, Bobby? Yes, I did. Just like how she's believing in his life now. And when I look at her now, I just see a younger person of myself back then. You want to hop down, Bobby? There you go. There you go. I've got her fur again on me. What's the problem? Her fur sticks to you. Even when you can't see it, you can still feel it. Isn't that right, Bobby? Yeah, you clean it all up. I mean, what can I say? All I can say is that I hope he never does hurt her. I know I don't trust him. I hope he doesn't. And that one day, sooner or later, she will realize the truth, whether it's because she experienced it herself or not. But one day she will. But in the meantime, she does not realize is that because he's lying to her, that her relationship is based on false too, meaning because he's lying to her, saying, oh no, I never hurt her, I never did this, I never did that, and she's believing in his lies because that's what he wants her to do. He wants her to believe in his lies because that's what manipulative, control and coercive people like him do. And she doesn't seem to realize that he's really laughing at her behind her back, because she's believing in his lies, just like what he did with me when I was younger. And this is why I owe his first partner, Marty, an apology. Because I believed in his life when she was actually speaking her truth. So now I actually know how she felt then. And I'll be going back up to Taniloquin in another few more weeks, so I'll worry about that then. But yeah, so that's what happened. And all I've got to say is that, like I said, I don't have to worry about speaking my truth. I don't have to lie to speak my truth. I don't care whether she believes me or not, because I know I'm speaking my truth, and I know my ex-husband knows too that I'm speaking my truth as well. And he knows that I can prove it in many ways. Like I said to her, don't just take my word for it, ask other people who were there at the time. And a lot of those people still live there on the block. And that. And like I said, one of the things that he did was one of the worst things, is like when he puts the wall unit on top of me. And he's yelling abusive language, saying diabetes, dying, all this. And then he walks out of the room for half an hour or so, leaving me for dead. Then he comes back in, and I thought he was going to take the wall unit off, but he didn't, just stood there over me. And they're going blah, 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 against diabetes, dying, all this bullshit. Before he took the wall unit off me, and everything that was on the wall unit fell onto the carpet, into the lounge room. Now, the thing is, anything could have broken, but nothing did. There was a lot of fragile things on that wall unit, like from photographs and ornaments made out of glass, and clay and fragile things, and nothing of mine nor my son's broke. The only thing that broke was the big tree snake, which was in the mason's jar, because it was dead. And then what happened was that it belonged to his grandmother, his mum's mum. And she got bitten by this green tree snake when she was young, which they caught alive, and they put it inside this mason jar filled with alcohol and sealing the lid with wax. So she kept it as some sort of truth or memento, and then she passed it down to her daughter, which is my ex-husband's mum, and then she passed it down to him because she knew how much the snake meant to him. And when I was sitting on the floor with the wall on top of me for half an hour or so, because I remember looking at the clock on the wall before he came back in, and nothing broke. The snake was in the jar, because how I know that is because I was looking at it while it was sitting on the carpet about 2 feet away from me, because even though I knew it was in a jar and I knew it was dead, it still made me feel uncomfortable. I don't know why. Maybe that's because of instincts or whatever. I don't know. And so after he pulls the wall unit off me, and then I had to start cleaning up his mess as usual, and I did not see how the snake broke. But I remember after he put the wall unit and put it back against the wall, and I started cleaning up everything. All of a sudden, I noticed that this big, long, green tree snake was no longer in the mason jar, because the mason jar was just broken into a million pieces, and you could smell this alcohol smell, and it had, all of a sudden, instead of being curled up, it was like in a straight long line just lying there, and it came back to its bright green colour, because when it was in the jar it was like a dark greenish colour, like a moss green, like that colour. And all of a sudden it's just lying there on the floor, and like as if it had just sprung back to life. And I started screaming my head off again, and he comes back in the lounge room to see what I'm screaming off about, and he was so happy with himself and smiling and this and that, well, because he was hurting me. But then once he realised the snake, and he had to put the snake in the rubber suit because, well, he couldn't keep it like that, could he? He felt really disappointed with himself, and I couldn't believe it because here I'm thinking, here I am hurt with a sore back because of the war unit, and I'm his wife, and he's happy about that, but he's not happy about how he has to get rid of this tree snake because the jar's broken. And I couldn't believe it because he was really disappointed about himself. However, I knew, even though I do not know how the mason jar with the snake in it broke, however, I did know that the reason for that breaking was because of instant karma. And even though I knew that, it still didn't make me feel any better or take the pain away in my spine, or as well as the depression, because I ended up feeling a lot more depressing after that. So, this is what I'm saying. If you ever want to know, just ask him. How did the snake in the mason jar break? I wonder what story he's going to make up because he's a Pinocchio. So, that's why I haven't been making any videos for the last couple of weeks, because I've just been feeling exhausted and drained and just not in the mood. All because of this coercive behavior, threats and harassment by my ex-husband and his girlfriend, all because I'm trying to help other domestic violence victims and survivors and bring awareness to domestic violence, all because I had to advertise my email address so I could get in contact with the winner of my first giveaway, which, like I said, I knew it was on the horizon. I knew it was going to happen before it even happened. And when it did, it was no surprise. So I just thought, yep, I knew I was right again. So now I've already got a new email address. I just have to figure out how to delete my old email address so they can no longer contact me via my emails. He's been blocked, so I don't have to worry about him with my channel, but I still have to find a way to block her. And even though she hasn't made any any comments via my channel, she doesn't need to. However, I still need her URL to be able to block her from my channel. So as soon as I find that out, I will block her from my channel as well. And like I said, the only reason why I'm showing you these emails and talking about them is because I am showing you this is what domestic violence looks like. In case this were to happen to you or to someone you know. And I don't care if they say, oh, you know what, you're not allowed to read out emails, private emails and blah, blah, blah. Well, they should not be sending mean and nasty threatening emails in the first place, should they? Like I said, I don't care, because I started my channel to help other people, and I will continue to do that, and I don't care how bad that makes me feel. I don't care how exhausted I feel, because being in a domestic violence relationship, even afterwards, just because, oh my God, it's so wrong, it really is. Just because you have ended a domestic violence relationship does not mean to say that the abuse will stop when you end the relationship, because it doesn't. Look, I ended my domestic violence marriage in 2016, okay? Right now, we're in the year 2025, and look, I'm still coping it, all because I'm trying to help and support and educate other people about domestic violence. And like I said, this is why I started my channel, as well as sharing my vain life too. And I mean, I don't care how bad they make me feel. I can take time out if I feel I really need to, like I just have recently. But I will not let them or anyone else or anything stop me from helping, supporting, and educating and bringing awareness to domestic violence, because, like I said, this subject is so, so important, because this is the leading cause of death in today's society. And the only way we can help stop domestic violence, or at least slow it down, is by sharing all of our stories and experiences and tips and whatnots and plans and safety strategies and blah, 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 all because that's how we help each other and learn from each other. And the best way that we can help to stop domestic violence relationships from happening in the first place is by prevention. And the only way we are going to do that is by educating people and bringing awareness. So this is the whole moral of the story. And I don't care what they think or what they say. I really don't care. Because the thing is that it doesn't matter how many times I try to explain to them, look, this is not about you. It's got nothing to do with you at all. All I'm doing is using my experiences to help others. And if you can't comprehend that, and if you don't like that, I don't care. That's your problem, not mine. Because if he finds this annoying, well, he should have thought about that in the first place. And that's all I've got to say. And I think I've been bitten by a mosquito. Okay, how long? Okay, 46 minutes. I didn't plan on making this video to go this long, so I'm going to have to end this now because I don't want the video to be going on too long. So just before I nick a whoop, please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already done so, to support me, so I can continue to grow my channel and so I can continue to help and support and educate you and everyone else about domestic violence, as well as sharing my van life and other things too. So a quick thank you for joining me for today's video. And I think that's about it. I've got to say, I can't think of anything else that I want to say. I think I've covered everything that I have. That's right, before I go, my other message is that if you are a domestic violence victim survivor or a recovering domestic violence victim survivor like myself, please share your experiences and your truth to help others. And don't let anyone try to put you off like they're trying to stop me from helping others. Just keep going. That's what I'm doing. So thank you for joining me for today's video. I'm off. I'll see you in my next video. God bless you everyone. And please take care and stay safe. Bye-bye.